Follow me on a journey through the history and heritage of Dubrovačko Primorje. Without doubt, one of the most iconic and most impressive buildings in the whole of the Dubrovačko Primorje area is right behind me now, the Rector's Palace in Slano. Proud, strong and commanding the whole countryside, this palace was once the home to the Rector, the most important man in the region. Originally built in 1447, so let's get some context into that. That's 45 years before Christopher Columbus discovered America and 44 years before Henry VIII was even born. So this is an old palace, yeah? It's had a long history and a turbulent history, and we're going to learn about that history now. In the 14th century, Slano was the headquarters of the Primorje Countship of the Republic of Ragusa. In the following centuries, Slano developed into a significant commercial port of international importance for the Republic of Dubrovnik. They traded salt, livestock and grains. As every countship, Slano had a rector. And now we are going to meet someone who can tell us more about the rich history.
This inscription was made in 1447 when the Rector's Palace was first constructed.
Yes, sorry, but I just can't read it.
Because it's written in an ancient Croatian alphabet called Glagolitic script, which is the oldest known Slavic alphabet. However, we can read the name of Dragoje Digoce, who was the first rector to reside in this palace.
Interesting, and what are the reactions of your tourists when you bring them here?
Oh, they love it.
These mysterious objects, let's say tombstones from our heritage, appeared between the 13th and the 15th centuries. They were mostly placed around churches, prehistoric mounds, but most frequently just along the paths like these. High above the hills and above the village of Ošlje lies a truly unique building. Well, what's left of a building, the remains of a church that was believed to have been built between the 9th and the 10th century. The locals call it Rotonda, and it's an 8-sided church. It's unique in this part of the world. And now I'm going to meet with somebody who's going to give us a bit more information. And with such a unique church in such an isolated location, I'm sure there's lots of legends and stories surrounding it.
Yes, there is a well-known local legend that somewhere, emphasize somewhere, buried near the church is a golden bell. But how much truth there is in this story is questionable.
Well, it's certainly off the beaten track, that's for sure, isolated position, but it's only in fact 15 minutes from Slano.
I would honestly say that this is unmissable for all guests coming to Dubrovačko Primorje. Not only can you see a building over 1,000 years old, but you get the added bonus of unspoiled nature. And as well, all tourists that I bring here, to say the least, are surprised.
There are plenty more hidden historical and cultural gems to discover, from interesting museums that showcase the local traditions, to medieval landmarks, picturesque churches and archaeological sites.